Okay.
Yes.
For companies,
Yeah.
what are requirements if I want to raise as a company, as a Affaires Finance, as a company? No?
Yeah.
If I want to raise capital, funds.
Yes. If you want to raise capital,
requirement.
And actually, this is what happens also. Yes, we are a capital market, a market for long-term capital, but as the market progresses, you can also be able to raise short-term capital, working capital, on the stock exchange using specific instruments called commercial paper.
Okay.
A commercial paper can be issued by, a petrol station, a supermarket, even, a hospital.
Okay.
Commercial hospitals can issue a commercial paper. They come, they issue the commercial paper, they raise the capital.
Okay.
Now, but in the mainstay of the stock exchange is for long-term capital. And as I said earlier, when you buy shares in a company, the company will never return your money. But because the stock exchange exists, if you need your money back, you come to the stock exchange. If you buy shares today of a company, say a coffee company or a tea company, today you buy the shares. After a few days, after a few weeks, after a month, after a year, whatever time you need cash and you decide that you want to sell the securities, you don't go back to the company, you come to the stock exchange. And actually, the ability for an investor or a shareholder of a company to sell shares on the stock exchange is what encourages that customer to buy the shares in the first place. Because if I invite you to my company today, for example, to buy shares of the Burundi Securities Exchange, for example,
okay,
that's our company. You'll ask yourself, I put shares, I invest in the stock exchange shares? Yes. And then you ask, suppose I need my money back. Okay. Or suppose I need my money.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Right now, once you buy, you cannot return the money back to you. But when this company also becomes listed on the stock exchange itself, we tell you, you ask me, how do I get my money back? I will explain to you. You go to the stock exchange and sell the shares. There are many people at the stock exchange who will be willing to buy those shares. So what we offer at the stock exchange, therefore, is liquidity. The ability for investors to exit their investments, because it's a marketplace. Okay. So the advantage is that once an enterprise sells securities to investors, they collect the money. For example, a cement company, they can come to the market, they raise several billions of Burundi francs, and they go back to their mining site, and they build a factory there. They'll continue making cement without investors ever wanting to come back to them and ask, hey, where is our money? I need my money now. I'm going to take the tire of this car. No, that's not the case. What they'll do, investors, once they have bought, the company is left to continue generating income and therefore profit for shareholders. When those shareholders or investors decide they want the money, where do they go? They go to the stock exchange. So you asked me what are the requirements, back to the question. Yeah. Now, the requirements of raising capital on the exchange are very basic. First of all, you need to have a minimum, level of capitalization.
Okay.
And all these are actually, the requirements are contained in our rule book. The one I mentioned to you, we have a book of rules, and in this case, it contains what we call listing requirements. And this listing, it means that when you issue securities to the public, you will have to come and list them on the stock exchange. A list is a list. We just put you, it's like saying putting you in our book. Okay. So listing should not be complicated. Now, first of all, we have rules covering capitalization. We have rules covering governance structure, and that's very important for us.
Okay.
Yeah, when you want to raise capital in this capital market, you need to meet certain minimum level of corporate governance. You must have a board of directors.
Yes.
You must, first of all, I should have started there. You must be a legal entity. Okay. You must be a company.
Registered.
An individual cannot raise capital. Individuals come to the market to invest. Other companies come. But if you are coming to raise capital, you have to be an entity.
Yes.
Yeah, like, you know, government or a registered company. By government, we mean central government and the local governments, like the city of Bujumbura, a local, the provinces can also do it, what we call the local government, quasi-government institution. Parastate also, because they are registered, because they are created by law. So some of them can also come and raise capital here. So the first requirement is you have to be a registered legal entity, registered. The second one is you must have a corporate governance structure where you have a board of directors, and I think the minimum number of board of directors are 3. And it can be a family business, no problem.
Okay.
You are allowed, only that the regulator will require you to have an independent director in your board.
Okay.
So if you are 3 of you, 1 of you must be independent of the family, not related to the family.
It have to be anonymous society or?
No, that's the other thing. You need to be a public company.
A public company.
Not private.
Oh.
No, see, like in our case, you have to be public. As we are private, for example. Now, many companies are private companies.
Yeah.
You know what to call it in French. I'm
yes,
not sure,
yes.
But because there is a difference. In a private company, transfer of shares is restricted. If 2 of us register a company as a private company, me and you, you cannot sell those shares to anyone else without first offering them to me. That's the law.
Yeah.
But a public company, so that restriction is removed.
Okay.
So we tell you first, you have to make sure that the shares of that company are freely transferable. Since many companies are private, when they want to come to the stock exchange to issue or to raise capital, if it is ownership, meaning shares, okay, then they have to remove that restriction. So they have to go back to ADB and change the status of the company. You can convert it from private to public and make the shares freely transferable. Why? Because once the company is listed, the shareholders don't want the inconvenience of every time going to company registrar again and giving notice to the other shareholders. Once none of them is buying after maybe 3 months or 21 days, and that's when now you are free to sell to anybody else. So you can imagine you want cash now, you have an asset in your hand, securities, but you cannot sell immediately.
Okay.
So we remove that restriction so that if you wake up in the morning and decide you're coming to the stock exchange sale, you sell and you get your money.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a legal requirement that the shares must be freely transferable from one person to another. That's another requirement. Then there is a minimum amount of money you can raise in the capital market. It's normally about $1 million, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah, but $1 million money of like 4 years ago, about 4 years ago. Yeah, but we have these requirements, all of them, in our books.
So, be clear on here. Those capital requirements, do I need to have them, or I need the issuer issuing that I put on market? I mean, the capital I want to raise.
No, it is how much you want to raise.
Okay.
Yes. How much you want to raise. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the minimum capital that you need to raise. Yeah.
I see.
Not the minimum that you need to have, no.
Okay.
Yeah, the minimum amount that you need to raise.
Okay. There's no minimum amount you need to have to come in. It's not listed. It is not listed.
No.
The minimum money you have to have.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because to set up any business, first of all, you need to have capital.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Any business.
Yes.
Even you now, right now, you have invested in your business.
Yes.
You have staff, you are paying, loyer, you have equipment, salaries and so forth. So all these require capital. So when you start a business, all that is considered to be your capital.
Okay.
In monetary terms.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when you go to Adebe, you normally have to say what your capital is. So that's why we just allow them to come in. Of course, in many markets they have that restriction, but it is very important to know that business enterprises always have capital. What is important is the minimum amount that you can come to raise in our market, because and that's what I was explaining to you.
Yeah.
And that one is, it depends on the type of business.
Okay.
If it is a big bank or a big infrastructure project, it will be in billions, several billions, hundreds, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if it is a normal business
Like
out
us.
here, yeah, you know, you will raise depending on your level of business.
Okay.
Yeah.